Tirico and Greg Olson with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. And off we go from Jacksonville. Now an opening past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. On the ground, this is James Cook. He'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags 35. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Once again, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at about the 33-yard line. It was Darian Jones that time. The play. 2
yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. Second down and 8. Now Jackson on the move. He keeps it himself. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Ravens. No problem there on the extra point. And the Ravens are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
at their own 27-yard line.
Complete. It's Parker Washington. Inside the 20. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. 18 yards. A great way to start the drive. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it. He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
On second down, Cook. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll get about 5. From 31, here's second and 4. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. Now he'll run.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. Tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the mark.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Jackson. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Now the kid to Cook, running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And the Ravens are going to have first and goal, trying to finish off this drive with a touchdown. A gain of 11, and it's first and goal.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come fourth down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up first and goal.
From the gun, Jackson. Forced to his right. Now he'll run it.
It's a nice job here defensively. Being here tight, it's easy to be so concerned about stopping the pass that you lose sight of the quarterback when he decides to become a runner. Not the case here. Picks up a little positive yardage, sets up second and goal.
The Jags will use the first of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is thrown up behind the line.
And this is what happens when you get a little too cute. So there's a fine line in the NFL, Mike, between being creative and innovative and also overthinking it. And I think this kind of falls into the latter category. I like the idea of pushing
to the goal line and in. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Baltimore. On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens will move out to a 14-7 lead. Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Red.
On first down, Watts. That's complete to his running back, Facial Chutin. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One first down. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Hey, go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, his tight end, Strange. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Hey, run. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. He'll go left side here and complete this one. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and
From the
6.
35, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Lawrence. Going downfield, right side, and it's on. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. A gain there of 20. First down, Jacksonville.
Hey, let's go.
They'll run. It's the man from Virginia Tech, Facial Chutin. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Rip, 23.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Chutin. And he's in. Facial Chutin. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
This is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the ground, it's Cook to start this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That run good for a dozen. Very quick first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Here's a handoff to Cook, running left. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. It's second down. To throw is Jackson. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Third and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
Hey, report! Report!
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. Down at the 12. It's first and 10.
That's another first down. First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, middle! Right shot!
To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Third and 2. Here we go. On third down, they go with Cook. This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Well, what looked like an advantage for the offense, Mike, facing second and short now, has turned into a win for the defense. Back-to-back stops for a loss. And it brings up fourth down.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now, Jackson. He'll buy time left. That one caught. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens.
Great job here on fourth and goal. The most difficult play to defend, Mike, is scramble pass in the red zone. There's teams out there that create these exact opportunities because of the stress it puts on coverage. That's why it's so critical for these defenses to keep the quarterback in the pocket, because when you don't, it is so hard to latch onto these receivers for that amount of time.
A safe kick taken at the 5. Past midfield. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And typically, like, you don't find yourself in the playoffs unless all season long you've gotten contributions from your special team. So here's a big one in the return game. I mean, this is something that has been a priority all season long, and they nearly sprung.
Lawrence now to throw on first down. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up second down.
It leads to second and 10.
Hey, let's go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it. And that pass falls incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. quickly in his 3rd and 10.
Hey, run!
Lawrence now. He's got a man. That's Travis Hunter. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense. You start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
Whoa! He'll get it inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. A chance here to draw level before the break. It's 1st and goal. Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Rip, 23. Here we go.
Lawrence going to give it to Chinton. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This defense is doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. So it is 4th down. That'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will cut the lead down to 4.
It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
Take over 1st and 10. They're on the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's into the hands of Wester. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Now the Ravens use their first timeout. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime. Rushed to his left. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Big play for the defense to get on the board. Quarterback trying to keep that play going. Instead, sees it go back the other way.
And the quarterback's doing a nice job of keeping his eyes down the field, but he doesn't sense the pressure. And I think that pressure, Mike, is what caused that errant pass. And not only does it lead to the turnover, but it leads to the pick 6.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. As the clock is stopped with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Jackson looking to throw. Out to his right. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
He returns from the other side of midfield, and that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. This drive begins with a run by Chutin, and he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the 3rd quarter underway. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. On the ground, it's Chutin to start the drive. And he's got some space. Up past the 30 to about the 32-yard line. A pickup of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Rip, 23. Hey, Dinter. Think right open. 11.
Back to throw. Lawrence. That'll be complete to Chutin. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Red on red. Focus, hot.
Handoff. It's Chutin. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and
30 left.
Here's Lawrence. It's a short one. He's got strain. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. To throw is Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. It's tossed out wide for Chutin. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Facial Chutin. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Extra point by Riddle is good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Once again, it's Cook. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Foye Oluokun with the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
8. From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's second and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
A first down throw for Jackson. That is caught. What a throw. Rashad Bateman. Touchdown, Baltimore. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. A first down throw for Lawrence. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game. Like, we just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. That is caught by Washington. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. And even 50 yards. On first and 10, Lawrence. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's first and goal. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. Here's the run. Down to the 4, it'll be second and goal.
Teddy Buchanan on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
On red. Hot.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Set up the screen here for Tootin. And that one just too long to get going. They'll come up and stop him before the lineman could get out to lead the way.
It's now
Line of scrimmage, the 3. Third and goal.
Run. Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. And he'll take it on in. Brenton Strange. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars are going to extend their lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
the Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Here's Jackson. Rolling to the left. He runs with it. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. Third and long coming up.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Third and long for Jackson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down.
Hey, report! Report!
To throw is Jackson. That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a fourth down, fourth quarter stand, and forces a turnover on down. Run over center now with Tootin, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Lawrence out quickly to Thomas on the RPO. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third and 5.
Easy, route, turn, it's a hot. 30 left.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll dump this out wide to Tootin. 17 yards on that play. First down, Jacksonville.
A gain of 7.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, we might be running out of time.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 20, here's 2nd and 9. Now Lawrence on the bootleg. That one thrown on the run, but the receiver had to reach back, couldn't bring it in, and it is incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. Throw on the run is complete. And he will score again. Facial shooting. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saving his best for the playoffs. His 3rd touchdown of the game. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Jackson now, moving outside the pocket, and he's not able to get away. He does manage to get back to the original line of scrimmage, and that'll set up 2nd down.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
2nd down. Jackson escaping to his left. He'll take off again.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. It sets up 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Ravens 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
It's just a big-time play by this quarterback on 4th down. You can see he starts first little cover. Then he goes through his progression. There's nowhere to go with the ball. He can't throw it away, can't take a sack. He quickly decides to turn into a runner, use his legs to pick up the 1st down.
Over the middle and intercepted. And the Jaguars will have great field position right around midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
Travis start on the ground, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Hey, 2, 3, go, 11.
Now Lawrence. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short. Whistles here and a timeout. Defense going to take this one with 1:51 to go. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This officially a 58-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Jaguars will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
Cam Little, the kickoff for the Jaguars.
So after the field goal, back out is Little to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10. And they're on the 31-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Cook. And he looks past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
It's a 2nd and 3.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. And it brings up third down.
We'll try and run here with Cook. And that's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up fourth down.
It's fourth down.
Real quick.
Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Son.
They'll run it here with 2. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. 2nd down, they need 7.
Hey, here we go.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to pick up the first down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
Hey, run.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They will continue on in these